AI research teams are broken. This is how to actually fix them. Stop celebrating conversation. That endless analysis between agents is just expensive procrastination. You built a team of brilliant minds, yet they produce nothing tangible. The real failure is your architecture. It prioritizes dialogue over decisive action. Your system must be engineered to deliver concrete artifacts, not clever chatter. Demand outputs, or you are just funding a very costly debate club. Your agents vanish into digital vapor. They have a conversation, but you are left with no product, no report, no line of code. This handoff is the silent killer of every ambitious project. Without a rigid process forcing agents to build on each other's work, you have chaos. Your architecture isn't a pipeline, it is a leaky bucket. And that missing output isn't just an empty file. It's wasted compute cycles, skyrocketing API costs, and a complete loss of trust in your own system. Your chaotic agents do not just leak data, they hemorrhage your budget and timeline, leaving you with nothing to show for the expense but a stack of failed API calls. You are paying for a conversation, not a product. So you have poured money into these brilliant agents, but what are they actually building for you? Is each dollar buying a step toward your product, or just another expensive, endless discussion? Your pipeline must be a precision foundry, not a coffee shop where the agents chat all day on your dime. Forget single agents, true AI research needs a team of specialists. Here's a system that works. Think of your researcher as a world-class investigative journalist. It does not just fetch random links, it scars the landscape with a specific mission. It identifies the most credible, relevant information, extracting the key insights so the rest of your team gets pure signal, not overwhelming noise. This foundation of quality intelligence is what makes everything else possible. Now, meet your analyst. While your researcher unearths the facts, this agent is your brilliant strategist, trained to find the narrative within the noise. It spots critical connections and emerging trends your competitors might miss, turning raw intelligence into a decisive, actionable roadmap for the next steps. It builds the strategy that puts you ahead. This is your competitive edge. The analyst synthesizes all gathered intelligence, identifying the pivotal patterns and strategic gaps. It transforms disconnected facts into a powerful, coherent narrative, pinpointing the exact opportunities and threats. This agent does not just summarize, it builds the decisive roadmap for your next move. You will have the insight to act while others are still reading. But that strategic edge is worthless if the final product is flawed. The reviewer agent acts as your elite final line of defense. It ruthlessly critiques the narrative for logic, clarity, and impact, suggesting precise edits. This ensures your final intelligence isn't just insightful, it is impeccably sharp and ready for decisive action. This setup creates a critical vulnerability. You are trusting a single agent with total control over your logic and flow. If that orchestrator fails, your entire research pipeline collapses. We must build in redundancy and fault tolerance from the start. AI hallucinations are over. This multi-agent team gets facts right. Deploying a multi-agent team, you need precise coordination. Our orchestrator's state machine does exactly that. It enforces a strict, sequential workflow, ensuring no agent acts out of turn or before its required data is ready. This eliminates chaos, guaranteeing research accuracy. Your entire system becomes a reliable, automated pipeline built for scale. Think of these templates as specialized blueprints. The analyst's template is a financial scanner, the writer's is a narrative engine. Each provides exact instructions, data context, and output format. This standardization is your production line. No matter how large your fleet of agents grows, every single one follows its blueprint, delivering consistent, high-quality work on a massive scale. Now imagine one of those high-precision engines sputters and fails mid-job. Your entire pipeline stops. The orchestrator solves this by injecting intelligent resilience, detecting timeouts, managing state, and automatically rerouting work to standby agents. Your pipeline isn't just automated, it becomes self-healing, ensuring research flows endlessly without your intervention. But what about the cost of that endless flow? This isn't just uptime, it is about fiscal control. The orchestrator tracks every token in real time, flagging budget overruns before they hit. You get actionable insights, turning chaotic, unpredictable expenses into a predictable, scalable research budget. You are not just building a resilient system, you are building a financially sustainable one. And this is the real genius. The vector database isn't just storage, it is the system's long-term memory. Every fragment, every analysis, gets instantly indexed. When a new query hits, agents do not start from scratch, they retrieve, cross-reference, and build on proven ground. This dramatically cuts costs and turbocharges your entire pipeline's intelligence. What if every AI research agent you've tried is fundamentally broken? But a simple endpoint is not a scalable system. Your entire orchestration layer is about to shift. We are moving from manual triggers to autonomous event-driven workflows, where agents activate, collaborate, and resolve complex tasks without you. This is the core architecture for real-time, reliable AI operations. So, right now your user is the bottleneck. Clicking a button caps your entire system's potential. We need to invert that. The system itself must become the trigger, listening, analyzing, and launching the exact research workflow needed autonomously. This is how you graduate from a script someone runs to an intelligent platform that operates itself. Right now, your logs are a graveyard. You see timestamps and errors, but the critical why behind each agent's decision is invisible. That's unacceptable. You must capture their reasoning, the exact logic that led to a query or a dismissal. Without this forensic trace, you are flying blind when the system inevitably makes a brilliant, baffling mistake. So your logs now show brilliant mistakes, but what about cost? You are firing off agents with no brakes. What happens when your orchestration triggers 100 expensive API calls in 1 second? This isn't just error tracking anymore. You must control financial risk before a runaway process empties your budget. You are bleeding money with every uncatched API call. That brilliant orchestration is now a runaway train headed for budget meltdown. We fix this with intelligent caching, slamming the brakes on redundant queries. Turn that costly, repetitive research into a fast, cheap data asset. It is the difference between a fragile script and a real system you can actually run. Multi-agent AI research is broken. I fixed it. Now, Watch it work. You see the orchestrator agent taking that topic, breaking it down. Here it calls the research agent to gather the latest papers and articles. Then the synthesis agent starts connecting the dots, generating this detailed report, all autonomously. This is your pipeline, running live. See how it scales. This is the magic moment, agents transitioning from tasks to genuine insight. Watch as the synthesis agent does not just compile data, it analyzes patterns, identifies contradictions between sources, and builds a coherent narrative. That final report isn't a summary, it is an intelligent synthesis, generated without a single human prompt in the loop. This is autonomous intelligence at work. Watch the screen. You are not seeing scripts execute, you are seeing agents think. The analyst debates validity, the synthesizer weaves contradictions into a new understanding. Right now, it is building knowledge independently. That report is its conclusion, not a copy. This isn't automation, it is delegation to a digital mind. The machine is doing the actual intellectual work for you. Now, watch that conclusion materialize. The citations aren't just links, they're a trail of its reasoning. Contradictions in the sources didn't break the process, they refined the final insight. This report is a finished intellectual artifact, built from the ground up. Your role shifts from executor to director, validating a result born of genuine analysis. Forget everything you have been told about AI researchers failing. But your architecture is ready. Your next fact-checker agent does not just catch errors, it builds institutional memory. Every verified claim trains the system, making it smarter and more credible. This is how research matures into a strategic asset. You have built the engine. Now, fuel it with purpose and watch your insights become undeniable. Now it's time to connect the intelligence. This is where your engine meets the real world. Pull in live market data, breaking news, and proprietary APIs. That multi-agent pipeline you built now breeds live information. You shift from analyzing the past to interpreting the present and predicting the next move. Deploy it. Then watch it scale. Deploying as a microservice is your final piece. Think of it like a power grid. Each intelligent agent becomes a dedicated, independent power station. Connect them, and they deliver reliable, scalable energy to your entire enterprise. You've built something that can now grow without breaking. Go plug it in and feel the entire system come to life. But hold on. Don't make the final, critical mistake. General models are slow and expensive. You have built specialized agents. Now you must specialize their intelligence. For each role, take a smaller, faster model and fine-tune it exclusively for that agent's task. This is how you go from a working prototype to a dominant, cost-effective production system. So you have fine-tuned specialized models. Now, what's the final, critical piece? This isn't just about running it for yourself. To truly prove your architecture and accelerate the entire field, you must release it. Open source the complete pipeline. This transforms your project from a private tool into the industry benchmark everyone builds upon.